I think my neighbor is doing some, I don't know, stuff on the wall. Hey guys, why do I look like a man today? It's because I just came off set, so please do not I don't know. But this is the only time I can film this week to get you your videos. Now, over with that PSA announcement, we're gonna get into this video. So I think I'm a pretty instinctual person. Like, my instincts are pretty strong and I actually do listen to them. I've learned over the years that my gut is usually always right. Sometimes our brains deny things, but our bodies know exactly what's going on. And they do show you signs. It's just we are sometimes not in tune with those signs. So what motivated me to do this video? I was looking at LinkedIn, I was reading it. As I do every morning, and I saw this article and it was about Jennifer Lawrence. Now, I do quite enjoy her acting and everything. I'm not like the biggest fan where I keep up to date with everything she does, but what she said in this interview kind of made some great sense and really vibed with like what we're on about. Anyway, so she moved from Kentucky to New York to pursue this acting career, and that's a big move for anyone, let alone a 14-year-old. But she was telling us how in school she wanted freedom like any other teenager does. She just felt hurted, her words, not mine, and she just wanted to be out there. So she trusted her gut, she trusted her instinct, and she did the move. Now, I'm not saying if you're 14 that you should move like, you know, across the country, but I'm saying as in, if you have a goal and you want to achieve that goal, but yet you're in a situation at the moment that has nothing to do with being successful with that goal, you're going to have to make some changes. She said that it was very important for her to know who she wanted to be. And once you know who you want to be, that's who you should strive for. But anything less, you just won't be happy. We have one life, and I personally don't like to live with the what ifs. I prefer to go head first into it, with some research of course, because I'm a big research fan. Sometimes, you know, we make mistakes, but as she said, well, you know, she'd rather, you know, not regret and just say, you know, that's a lesson learned. But she had to go through so many no's before she got that one yes. Like with anything that you want to do, whether it be, you know, you wrote a book and you're trying to get it published, whether it be you're auditioning for a movie and yet you didn't get the role, whether it be you're going for that promotion yet someone else just got it before you, or you're trying to start a business but you're not getting the traction you need to keep it going. That doesn't mean stop where you are and forget about that dream of yours, because the reason why you started, the reason why you were so passionate about it is because you actually did at one point believe that you could achieve this. If you read about any business person, if you read any self-development books, if you read about that person that is like got success overnight, if you read their actual story, you will totally see all the hardships that they went through before they got their goal. I was listening to a podcast and it's called The Health Code by Sarah Day and her boyfriend Kurt. Now, this podcast in particular was just Kurt. So when he graduated, before that, his teacher said, you won't like graphic design because it's a lot of sitting down, it's a lot of computer stuff, blah, 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 blah. Now that put a damper in his mood and he didn't go for what he wanted to do. Instead, he decided to pick up a trade, which was carpentry, and he liked it for a bit, but then he ended up getting bored because one, it's not his passion. He was on a holiday and he was just photographing, you know, different things, and he realized, wow, that he really likes photography and that he really likes shooting and being creative and being hands-on and, you know, designing new things. He then ended up doing this as a side hustle, his photography thing. Whilst he was balancing that, he was doing like things for free. He was building up his portfolio. Then when he thought, you know what, this is good enough to get money for, he then put out his portfolio to different people and he was like, why are people still saying no? what makes those people that are getting, you know, money for this, that are getting paid for this, what's the difference between them and me? And what he did, he researched, he looked at the differences. The problem when people try again is that they're trying the same thing. If the first tactic didn't work, move on. Think about another way to handle it and try that. I just know that every person that I've read that has a success story has tried 1,000,001 things before they got it right. Thomas Edison, the person who made the first light bulb, made 1,000 unsuccessful attempts. He tried 1,000 times before he got it right. When a reporter asked him, how did it feel to fail 1,000 times? Edison simply replied, I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. That I absolutely love. Think of it as a trial. Think of it as a prototype. Think of it as you're always evolving. You have this instinct. It's not there for no reason. It's there to be the kindle to your fire. It's there to keep burning when all else feels so doubtful. Otherwise, you're just going to be doing the same old thing that you hate. And life is too short for that. Subscribe to this tribe to keep the support vibes alive. We are a no claws allowed community because we build people up instead of tearing them down. If you like the sound of that, click that bell to be notified when I upload next. So comment down below what you would make that leap for. Okay, I gotta go. So catch you on the flip side. Bye.